going to explain you the tour and present Tenerife. Come here. I'm not dangerous. And smell really good today. Okay, my hottie people, welcome to Tenerife. Tenerife is the biggest, the highest, and the most populated island in the Canary Island, okay? Tenerife has a surface of 2,034 square kilometers. It's the highest island and is the highest point in all Spain with the Teide mountain, 3,780 meters over the sea level. And the third highest volcano in all the world, because the Teide volcano starts in the seabed. From the seabed to the crater is 7,500 meters. The third highest volcano in the world. There are just two highest volcanoes, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, both in Hawaiian Big Island, okay? Okay, Tenerife, like the another Canarian island, the first inhabitants were Berbers from North Africa, exactly from the north of the Morocco country. Then sometimes you can see strange names, like my name Wasimara is an Aborigine name, okay? Are strange because are from the north of Morocco country, then for us it's really strange, okay? Then, our first inhabitants from Morocco country. Before the conquest of the Canarian island, Tenerife was divided in 9 kingdoms, every kingdom with the small king. Actually, it's divided in 31 municipalities. The first capital of the island was La Laguna City, okay? Actually, it's Santa Cruz, but really Santa Cruz was the port of La Laguna. Actually, if you go to Santa Cruz, there are not historical buildings because all the historical buildings are in the first capital, in La Laguna. La Laguna is World Heritage Place by UNESCO because it's the first one of the medieval cities without walls around, okay? Okay. Now, we start with the formation, the creation of Tenerife. 12 million years ago, all this was water. And starts a lot of volcanic activity in the south of the island. And starts to appear like a small island here. This mountain and another one like the pyramid are the oldest mountain in Tenerife, okay? 12 million years. Okay, and then another 2 million years later starts to appear another 2 small islands. Macizo de Teno, Macizo da Naga. The 3 corners of Tenerife are the oldest places, okay? The oldest area. And all the center was water. And then starts the really crazy volcanic activity here in the center. Before the Teide volcano, another 3 big volcanoes appears. So big, so massive that collapse. And all the material goes to the water. And then these 3 different volcanoes form 3 different valleys. La Orotava Valley in the north, Ico de los Vinos Valley in the north too, and Weimar Valley in the south. And then starts to appear the Teide, the baby volcano. In comparison, it's a baby volcano because the 3 volcanoes before the Teide were more or less between 5 and 8,000 meters over the sea level. Then really big, really massive, okay, and support and collapse, okay? Except La Gomera Island, all the Canarian islands have volcanic activity. Every day there are small earthquakes, okay? Really soft. Sometimes the dogs can feel it, but not us, okay? But if you go to the crater of the Teide, it smells really bad. It's the sulfur, okay? It's the gas of the Teide, okay? My babies, I'm going to explain you the tour. There are people with half day and full day. I'm going to start playing for all together. When the half day finish, you can go to take photos and I explain for the full day people, okay? We started in Playa de las Americas, in the most touristical place of Tenerife. And now we are in one point here. The window. Okay, in a viewpoint. I was explaining for the people in my car. We need to go slowly and doing many stops for security, because it's a really big change of pressure from the 0 meters over the sea level to the national park. Then it's better doing many stops, going up and also going down for security, okay? Then the first stop, blah, 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 blah. The second one is the tequila time, manitos. It's in a bar. You can take a whiskey, tequila, vodka, coffee. Barraquito, do you know what is barraquito? Oh yeah, the Canarian Viagra, you know. It's a special coffee from here. It's condensed milk, normal milk, coffee, a little bit of 43 liqueur, a little bit or a lot, cinnamon, and a little bit of lemon. It's really good. You can taste it if you want, okay? It's really, really nice. Then the next stop is in a bar here in Villa Flor. We will stay at the bar more or less 20 minutes, 25 minutes, okay? And from the bar, we go directly to the National Park. The National Park is in the center of the island. At the National Park, we arrive in this point, and at first we go to the right side. And we will do a stop here for explain you about the National Park, the flowers and all this. And from here, we do another stop in this point, in front of the hotel, the Parador Hotel, the highest hotel in Spain. And in this stop, you have free time. Usually it's half an hour, 40 minutes. You have enough time for take photos for Instagram and all this. Okay? And from here, this is the largest stop into the National Park. We come back again by this road and then we go to the another side of the National Park, to the left. We will try to stop here in a viewpoint in front of the Pico Viejo volcano, the old big volcano. It's like a twin of the Teide. It's really similar to the Teide, really physically are together. And the Pico Viejo volcano is also more than 3,000 meters over the sea level. It's a spectacular volcano too. Then we will try to stop here for explain you about the Pico Viejo. And from here we go down by another road. Here there are a lot of different viewpoints. The boss of the caravan, he goes in the first jeep, he has the timing. And he say in which viewpoint we do the stops, okay? Because sometimes it's really difficult because there are more cars, buses, so. But going down, we try to do a stop in a viewpoint, and it's the last stop for the half-day first group, okay? Then, if you want, here is your last stop. From here, you come back again to the hotels by the motorway. You will finish between the 12:30, 30. Always depends on the traffic, okay? Then, if you want to go to take photos, I'm going to explain for the full-day people. Okay, my full-day groups. From this road, we go to the restaurant. The restaurant is here in Chile. At restaurant, we will stay more or less 1 hour, always depends of the toilets and the shots. At restaurant, you can choose or between the daily menu or between sandwich or baguette or something like this. No more choice. Then, if you want the menu, I'm going to explain you, is 12 euros and half, yeah? And is the first is like a soup, but typical from here. And the second one is chicken with the typical salted potatoes from here too. And the bread, the water, the wine, and the fruit, all included. If not, you can, or in the next stop, like it's in a bar, sometimes the people take in the next stop sandwich, a baguette, or something like this. And at the restaurant, there are a picnic area, you can eat here, okay? Or in the bar, you can order two sandwich or something like this, okay? Or just tequila, just vodka, you can choose, yeah. And from the restaurant, we go to Masca. Masca is here. Masca is the third most visited place in all Tenerife. The jewel of the crown is the Teide, the most visited place. The second one is a zoo, the Loro Park in Puerto de la Cruz, is a zoo. The third one, Masca. Masca, we call it Masca the Canarian Machu Picchu. For us it's really similar, but smaller. And Masca is a little neighborhood in the middle of the deepest canyon in all Tenerife. It's really beautiful. For me, it's the most beautiful stop, better than the Teide for me. Okay? And in Masca we try to do another large stop, more or less half an hour or 40 minutes. Is our last stop. From here we come back again to the hotels with your drivers. We will finish more or less between the 3:30 and 4. Always depends on the traffic, okay? Yes. Okay, do you have any question?
No.
No?
potatoes land, and wine and potatoes. Arona village. It's a typical village in the south. We are 600 meters above sea level right now. Woo. Sweet.
kept calling the translator, and then eventually they said the driver did arrive, which is in black parts. Disappointing. We had to book this one.
Normally, when you see to the right hand side, we have Gran Canaria. Not today. Sorry. It's a Calima. No visibility. Okay, now we're coming into the national park. It belongs to UNESCO. It's World Heritage. How high we are now? It's only 100 meters above sea level. To hide the clouds. Flower. It's a hut in the peak of Teide, means stormy weather. rock formation. This is Cinderella shoot. You don't have to stop here. Auto stop.
Het zijn complex dus de tijden wat dus in de wolken liggen en die daar links staan, dat is dus Viejo.
Elias vrea poză. Papicelor.
Ja,
De
hartstikke.
de tijden de hoogste berg van Spanje met 3718 meter, of wel geteld 3707. Dan hebben we daar links daarvan hebben we dus objecten. De tijden staat op
No, no tengo ni para mí, vas a comer tú. Perrito caliente nomás. Okay, my group, welcome to the national park. We are in the biggest and the oldest national park in the Canarian island. We have 4 different national parks, okay? This one is the most visited. Was founded like national park in the 15th, and 12 years ago the UNESCO said that is World Heritage Place, okay? In my back, with a clouds hat, we have the Teide, the highest volcano, but it's not the only one volcano. Just in Tenerife, there are 420 volcanoes. Yeah, a lot of volcanoes everywhere, yeah? The Teide is the highest, the most populated, okay? But actually, it's really difficult that another eruption appears by the crater of the Teide, because it's necessary a lot of pressure. Oh, careful with the car. Here, come with me, my baby. It's really difficult that the pressure of the lava can broke all the mountains to go up by the crater of the Teide. Then the last eruptions in Tenerife are always under the national park, okay? To go to the crater, there are no roads, there are just 2 options, or with the cable car or by foot. With the cable car is 37 euros each, and in 10 minutes you start in the inferior station, but you can't arrive into the crater with the cable car. The cable car finishes 300 meters under the crater. The last 300 meters necessary by walk. The another option is totally by walk. In internet say 3 hours. No, a medium human more or less 5 hours. There are less oxygen. If you are not a sportive person, it's really hard. Then the usual is 5 hours, 6 hours for survive, okay? Then there are no roads, we can go up. Our highest point today is the next stop is 2,152 meters over the sea level. The next stop, okay? Okay. Behind you, you can see a lot of mountains. All these mountains, really, from here we can see just the middle of these mountains because have really 21 kilometers large. All these mountains are the borders, the rest of the old volcanoes that collapsed. In one moment in the past, all this was a really deep hole, and with the different eruption of the Teide, Pico Viejo, Montaña Blanca, all the hole starts to be with new lava and like today, okay? Here, the animals. There are not dangerous animals, okay? Here there are no scorpions, nor snakes, nothing, just the mosquitoes, no more. Here, the biggest animal is the mouflon. You know what is the mouflon? No? It's like a big goat with big horns, but it's not from here. The mouflons were introduced in the 70s for hunting. But The Canarian people prefer go to the beach and take a beer, and actually it's a problem because there are a lot of mouflons and they are eating the endemical flowers from the national park. Then actually it's a problem. Except the mouflon that really is not from here, all the animals are small animals. Here in the national park, there are no goats. The goats are outside of the national park. Here you can find rabbits, lizards, butterflies, a lot of insects, all this, but nothing dangerous, okay? And you can see that here the vegetation is different. It's not with big trees, because here it's not necessary for the vegetation going up to looking for the sun, because usually here is always sunny. Then for the vegetation, it's better go to the sides to keep all the humidity under the plants, okay? Okay, my baby's here. We are in a national park. You can take animals or stones or all this. You can, but if the police see you, it's the most expensive of the souvenirs, more or less 2,000 euros. Then be careful. Okay, the next stop is behind the big stones here in front, and is free time. Then at the next stop, I will call all of you and say how many times we will stay, okay? Now, if you want to cross to take a photo here or in another side, be careful with the cars because they go really fast, okay? Okay, free time, my people. Photo.
Heart of the island. You're gonna be here time enough to enjoy. About 40 minutes. She's telling now the time. and then we meet again at the Parador, the hotel, back in the hotel.
The toilet.
These rocks.
away. Off your hat. Come on. It's full of buzzies. Bug off.
Дал то любимо, то есть мало.
Arona village. It's a typical village in the south. We are 600 meters above sea level right now. Woo.
Ja?
Zo.
Met één in.
Laufen. Kannst du unten anstehen? Ah. Nein, weiter vorne.
Voilà, exactement. C'est exactement ce qu'elle a dit. Jij hebt ook al mee hoor.
C'est bon si jamais Daniel t'invite à moi, ça fait 2 ans que voilà,
du sais qu'est-ce qu'il y a.